Hey there. It is Sunday morning, 8:43 here, so probably 4:45 in the morning in New Zealand on Monday, I guess. Let me look. Yeah, 4:43. I just woke up here in a little bit. After I finish this, I am going to pack and get ready to fly to Houston. But I'm going to try to finish this crossword first so I don't have to worry about finishing it. Catalyst for reckless behavior. I don't know. DYET. Yeah, that fits. All right. Jay Gatsby's obsession. What was he obsessed with? I can't remember. Tippy Top. I don't know. Acme. So this is probably Daisy. Uh-oh. Alarm's going off. Okay, so I looked here, breathing issue. I immediately thought apnea. I look here, see an A and a P, and I say that's probably apex. And this is go to blank, probably extremes. And I'll go ahead and put in Daisy, even though that might not be right yet. Dare would be a catalyst for reckless behavior. Apnea. Nauru's capital. I don't know. Never even heard of Nauru. Rehearsed the whole show in theater lingo. I don't know. Well, what's the theme? This is called Sound It Out, so this might be interesting. Triangle for one. Stop. And that was another alarm. All right, let's see. Triangle for one. Three down, subdued. Fixed fees. Don't know. More than enough, maybe ample. Touch. The first thing that popped in my head for touch was a but, and then that might be ample. Green blank. This might be acres. Oft reposted internet content. I don't know. Okay, so if that's a B for a but, and if that's memes, which would fit ample, then this is probably beret, green beret. That would be an R, and that would be an P, right? Publicist handout. No, I don't know. Beret. That would be LE duo with the 1999 hit Still My Sunshine. If that's ample, that would be an E and a T, and that fits Etta James. 27 the circles and 22 across. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten those. But fixed fees. Rehearse the whole show. I don't know. Run it through, run it back. I don't know. Memes. Digital ID. A digital ID. SSN, Social Security number. Nota bene. Eucalyptus eater, a koala. Cooking vessel used in making angel food cake. It's like, what's that called? A bunt pan, maybe? Basic tier. Okay, yeah, I think it is. Bunt. No, bunt pan. Because basic tier on a popular ride sharing app is Uber X, I think. Austin Music and Media Festival. South by Southwest, yeah. Pre-release prototypes. Don't know. Resting paces. beds. Got a bunch of alarms going off around here. Hashtag that trended in 2017. Me too. Pre-release prototypes. I would say betas, but that wouldn't fit there. Excels at Simon Says, say. Resting places, camp. If that's a C and that's a B. Canon competitor. Okay, I think I got this all wrong. Nikon, maybe. Excels at Simon Says. Oh, that might be. I think that's supposed to be F. Let me turn off these alarms because they are getting to be quite a pain. All right. I'm getting all kinds of confused here. Raised designs. Raised designs. I don't know. Yeah, I might not be able to finish this before I leave. A resin source. Flag bearer mast. So this might be elm. Bulge in some throats. Adam's apple. Bygone bird. That'd be a dodo. So flag bearer. Pole. Resin source. Maybe sap. If that's an A. It'd be a D and a O. Yeah, that would be if it a dodo. List shortening abbreviation. And we're going to go ahead and put Adam's apple. Tony Winner, blank Lenya, don't know. Bed liner, question mark. Don't know. Enterprise that might offer disposable slippers, maybe a spa. Hurdle for an aspiring attorney would be the LSAT. Bed liner. Iris holder. That could be silt, because that could be a stem. No help needed here. I'm okay. No, I'm good. No, neither one of those fit. Liturgical book. I don't know. Hymnal. Find abhorrent. Detest, maybe. Island chains. Keys. That would probably be a missile. Granola kin. Muesli, but how do you spell it? I don't know. Missile, I believe, is spelled like that. Admission of duplicity. I guess the time has come. Oh, so island chains. Okay, yeah. Okay, keys are chains of islands, but here they mean the chain of flowers they put around your neck in Hawaii. So this is it. This is probably Letty or Lottie on it. No help needed here. Adam's family member. Cousin it. Light hits, taps. MacFarlane, who voiced Ted in Ted. That would probably be Seth MacFarlane. Archaeologists find tufted parts of horses' legs. Fetlocks, maybe? A firework part, a fuse. Trey Parker was one of the South Park creators. The right direction is probably east. A robo blade is a ore. No help needed here. I'm set from Bhutan or Bangladesh. South Asian? Winner Kate Winslet with 5 Golden Globes. Probably Kate. Memorable saying. Maybe a motto. To date as yet, maybe. Altiplano animal. Llama. To date as yet. A little twerp would be a snot. These are definitely going to be fetlocks now. Archaeologists find, I don't know, family members. Weird, I don't know. Nickname of Oak Ridge, Tennessee, built in 1942 for the Manhattan Project. I don't know. On Easy Street, sitting pretty. Recumbent is probably lying. 7 days in San Juan is a semana. SB on the periodic table is antimony. I don't know where the Rosetta Stone was discovered. Probably Egypt, because comedian Notaro is Tig, and that is Egypt. Blank bump, nasal cavity, sinus. So now we're something bump. Block beaver style, dam up. So this is going to be Atomic City, making sense there. Freedom from fretting, ease maybe. Fist bump, family members, mafiosos, makes sense. Because an archaeologist could find a relic. Mira Sorvino. 1980s video game character who hops between cubes. Cubert. A chapeau. Perch. I don't know. Film crew assistant. The best boy. Numbers game. Lotto maybe. Batteries for brains. IQ tests. Because not battery, but battery. Lotto. Bring to a garage for repairs. Tow in, maybe? Dresden denials. Makes sense there. People of the Mexican Altiplano. Don't know. The Olmecs, but that doesn't fit. Surge protector. Levy, maybe? States for the record. Vowels. It may be hard to believe. A yarn? Yeah. Okay, so 108 across, the circle's in 115 across, and if you're looking 115 across, I've got ICCI. So C's I to I. That's nice. I like that. Part of ESL. This probably be English as a second language. ENG. Some reds for shirt. Oh, don't know. Romeo's last words. I die, right? Equilibria. Stacy's. I think this is I die. That's for short. Cabs. Small, say. I don't know. I think that's going to be an E there, so I don't know. Size. Zins. English. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. Arrived in mass. Degrees for CFOs. Not MBAs, would it be? Pester. Secret holiday figures. Santas. Exams for seniors. That's either SATs or GREs. One of a pair of lines drawn in hangman and arm. Speechless, probably stunned. Okay, we have the circles in 93 across. These are T's and T's. T sets, maybe? I don't know. Maybe because attacks from all sides might be besets. High chair wear. Baby bib, maybe. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Lisa with the 1994 #1 hit. That'd be Lisa Loeb. Some radio tubes, diodes. Although I wouldn't call those diodes, but they work as diodes. Less incompetent, Abler. Blank Halt, Indiana. That's Terra Halt. Settings from some TV dramas, ERs. Each of the tiny tufts on a dandelion has one. Don't know. Has one. Needles? I don't know. Oh, seed. Seedlet. Oh, okay, yeah. Chapeau perch. If chapeau is a type of hat, that would make sense. A French hat, because tête is the French word for head. Besets. T's is pester. I'm going to go ahead and put T sets there. This could be streamed in. You or me say human being. Okay, we got that. Shame on you. A cheese ball. I want to say eat them, but that's, is that a ball? Did they make that a ball? I think so, because I think this is going to end in a D. Israel's first UN ambassador. I don't know. Harvard extension. That would be the extension of the email address. Illegal activity generating considerable interest, question mark, usury. Blake planning, I don't know. Normally I would put urban, but that doesn't fit. Eliminated for not following the rules, informally DQ'd. Betwixt, amid. 41, modern trend of employees doing the bare minimum. That would be quiet quitting. Ready to go with up. Maybe geared up, liquor free, dry. Component of fertilizer and gunpowder. Niter, maybe. Kind, sort. Came to a conclusion, ended. And mission of duplicity allied. Captain's subordinate abbreviation. The circles in 41 across, those are Q's, and they're at the beginning, but is this spelled with a Q or a C? A captain's subordinate. I don't know who would be under the captain. I think it's probably going to be commander maybe, because I think that is affairs and that is niter and key fob. The circles in 64 across B-line will do on it. I'm going to go ahead and say that's a C there for commander. And raised designs, reliefs, start of an encouragement, attaboy. Estate planning. The publicist's handout is a press kit. See what we can get over here. Difficult ice skating maneuver in brief, a quad. Gussied up. Power suffix. I looked at language of Pakistan's national anthem. That's Urdu, because power aid is a drink like Gatorade. Coffee holders urns. Gussied up. I want to say dudded up, but I thought it had two D's in the middle. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, because subdued is going to be restrained. I still don't know what the Nauru's capital is. Rehearse the whole show in theater lingo. I don't know. Ran it. Fixed fees. Set rates. Okay. Triangle for one. Instrument. An instrument is a triangle. Touch a butt. Berate like I thought it was. Ample like I thought that was. The duo with the 1990 hit Steal My Sunshine. L-E-N. I've never heard of that. Oh, look at this. The circled letters are in 22 across as R-U-M-E, which is not a word, but it could be R-U with me, which means that, yeah, this is probably cake pan, not... Is it cake pan? Yeah, because a resting place could be a camp. And maybe this is not Uber X. I don't know. Is this a cake pan? Epson, they make printers too, right? Pre-release. What the? This is not making any sense. Excels at Simon Says. Obeys, maybe? Uber X. We'll go back to that. Obeys. Betas. Oh, tube pan. Okay, gotcha. And tombs. And we still got this. Ran it. Yeah. Do. All right. So that one was very interesting. I like that one. Make sure that it is showing up there. And since it's a new day, it's time for a new Wordle. I don't know. Start with audio. Let's go for some vowels. Okay. And so I know I've got an I there, and there's an A somewhere else. Okay. What word could it be? Well, I don't know. So I'm gonna, since I'm kind of in a hurry here, I'm kind of pressed for time. I need to leave by 10, and it is 9:07. I might not pay attention to the data that I have now and just try to get some more consonants. Maybe. And this one is not. This game is not near as exciting as the other game because it's like a whole lot of sitting around here thinking about what kind of word you can put in here. So I want to try to get some consonants. Okay, so I know there's an L and an S. They would not use the word LASIK, would they? That's not a word. That's like a proper noun, is it not? But I know it has an S, and I know the S ain't here, and I know it has an L, so the L could be here. Might be basil. And it is basil. Yay! So, let's see. Did I beat the computer? Probably not. My skill was higher than average, my luck was lower than average, and it took me longer to solve it than the average. Okay, evidently audio was a lucky choice. I've eliminated all but 43 words in my dictionary, and it looks like it was the second most popular first choice. Most people choose a do just to get all the vowels that they can. Normally, what I try to do is I try to pick just one of the most random words, something that nobody would ever pick, because it shows you the ranking of the word you pick, and I like that being as high as possible. I don't know why. Manic was a good guess, but slant would have been more efficient. Looks like the skill is still pretty high, the luck is pretty low, and I got rid of all the words except for 6. Oh, the computer says that was a terrific choice. Slept would have been one of my top picks. There's only one possible solution. You should solve the puzzle on your next turn. It looks like at this point, 27% of everybody who had already, followed my lead, so to speak, picked basil there, and nobody picked that. Somebody did grab labia. Oh, yeah, nice. And some taxis. Yeah. Lapis, temper. Yeah, got some good words going on here. And then I got basil, and 73% of everybody in my position got basil also. The computer got it in 2 guesses. That makes sense. The computer always starts with kind of the same word. It started with a do for years. That's why everybody else starts with a do, but now the computer has turned into slate. Audio, as they said, it was the second most popular guess. To start, Manic was the 47th. Slept was 1973, 1973rd most popular, and then straight to basil. 74.8% got it by the 4th turn, and by turn 6, 99% of everybody who did this got it. So nobody really lost their streak today. And that's it. Thanks for coming along. Bye.